I love coloring with alcohol markers, like a lot. But for this video I thought I'd draw Deadpool and use a different art supply for each drawing. So I started to sketch out the first Deadpool while deciding what art supply to start the video with. I won't be reusing these art supplies, apart from stuff like the pencil, which I do use to sketch out every drawing. I thought I had to go for alcohol markers for the first one, and then I'll branch out to new art supplies after this. Alcohol markers have got to be my favourite medium to use when drawing. I just love how they handle, they're so good. They're so good for colouring, super satisfying. And I just got these brush tip Ohuhu markers, which are great, really high quality, and they're a good price compared to like Copics, which I know are pretty expensive. Comment down below if you guys have other ideas for characters you want to see me draw, or other kind of challenge videos I could make, or just whatever you want to see me make. This first Deadpool drawing was coming along pretty nicely. I decided to use a kind of purple for the like lighter shadows on the suits, so using a purple and then a black for the black areas. Had to be a Sharpie, of course. The purple worked really nicely with the black. I was super happy with how it turned out. I considered using a blue, but I think purple just works great with it color wise. Next up, it's time to finish off the line work with some Faber-Castell fine liners. These are great for outlining. If you guys aren't using fine liners when making comic book style art, then you're definitely going wrong. They're definitely an essential. It just makes stuff look really clean. And just before I finished, I decided to add a bit more detail to the explosions, some little red marks, and then I added some like little music stuff going on in the background since he has headphones on. There we have the first Deadpool of this video, alcohol markers. I think it turned out pretty sick. Next up, we're going to try a fairly new medium to me, digital. Now, if you guys watched my last video, you might have suspected that I was going to try a digital drawing for this one. After messing around and practicing with digital a lot, I'm actually becoming quite a big fan of it. I found the sketching way easier for this one after my practice in the last video. But yeah, digital's a lot of fun. There's just so much stuff you can do. There's so many different brushes. I'm really starting to enjoy it a lot. And quite a few of you guys were commenting saying you want to see more digital videos, so I'll definitely try do that. So for this one, I wanted the color of him to be like a gradient, almost like I'm using watercolor or something. So I used the blend tool, and I also did the same thing for the background, and I think it turned out really cool. After that, I again used purple for the suit because I thought it looked so cool last time, and I just started adding in the details and then going in now to do the line work. I'm getting way more comfortable using digital art. I actually ended up using this drawing for the thumbnail of the video, as you guys probably already saw, so yeah, definitely very happy with how this one came out. So there we have style 2, digital art only. I think it turned out pretty cool. Next up, we're going back to the sketchbook for the third Deadpool of this video, where I'm going to be trying to use coloured pencils for this one. Again, like I warned you guys at the start, I used the pencil to sketch it out for pretty much every drawing, so that doesn't count, but after that, it's on to coloured pencil. So I'm going to be using these Prismacolor coloured pencils. They're really good, really high quality. I have used them like on top of my alcohol markers, but I've never made a drawing with just them. At this point, I was finding it pretty fun. The blending was going pretty well. I was using like 3 colours for these areas of his skin that are kind of destroyed or whatever. I thought it'd be fun to try draw a maskless Deadpool, spice it up a little bit. This is when I started running into some problems when I was doing the skin. I don't know where it went wrong. I just was really not happy with it. So I ended up using some fine liner on top to try pull this thing together. I don't know, maybe that's kind of cheating with the art supplies, but I think it's fine. So there we have the third Deadpool, color pencil only. Man, it was really hard. I don't get how people make colored pencil drawings because it takes so long. I definitely don't have the patience. Next up, we're going to be doing biro pen only Deadpool. Now, I forgot to record the whole sketching process, so sorry about that. I love using biro pens. They're a great tool, pretty simple, but a lot of fun. I used to draw with them a lot in art in high school, which I really liked. They're just a lot of fun, and if you want to practice drawing with pen with no pencil, they're also really good because you can apply different pressure compared to fine liners. Like, you can be really sketchy with biro pens. There we have the fourth Deadpool, biro pen only. I think it's kind of cool, but I think I probably could have spent more time on it and gotten way more detailed. But much like coloured pencils, biro pens just take a lot of time if you're wanting to do a full thing really detailed. Next up, we're going to be using another art supply that I'm pretty familiar with, which is acrylic paint markers. Now, acrylic markers are really good. They're a lot of fun. I'm going to be using the Artex anime set for this drawing. Acrylic markers are very different from alcohol markers. They're way smoother, I guess because they are paint, but also like they're thicker and you can layer them on top of each other without them bleeding into each other. They're a really fun one to use. I love them. Artex is good quality. Also Enmi makes good ones. Both of these are pretty affordable. It's good prices for a lot of pens. This video isn't sponsored by them. I'm just giving my honest recommendations. I thought it'd be cool for this one having the different weapons sticking out of his head, since, you know, Deadpool's got that healing factor, so he doesn't have to worry about that stuff really. The acrylic markers just came out so clean on this one. I was really happy with how it was looking. And yes, I am using a Sharpie for some of this bold outlining. There we have the 5th Deadpool of this video, acrylic markers. I think it turned out sick. I really like it. A little bonus drawing. I'm Joshy Yoshi. You've been asking for this for 36 days, so here you go. Here is my Omni-Man and Alan the Alien drawing. I put a ton of hours into it. I hope you love it. It was a lot of work. Obviously just kidding, but here is the actual drawing. I'm working on the video right now. Alright, back to it. So for the 6th one, I'm going to be trying out Gouache Watercolor. So I had to break out my sketchbook that has pages that are suitable for watercolor. Again, I started sketching it out with a pencil. I wanted to have him with his mask kind of half up smirking. I found a great reference on Pinterest. Most of these drawings are using references from Pinterest. Great place to find them. So I cracked out this set of gouache that I bought years ago and have never tried. So I was kind of excited to try this for the video. As you can see, I had to open them. Never even used these paints before. So I started colouring it in with an orange base layer, and then I was going to do red on top. But I think I mixed in too much water at first. It was very watery. I went in with another layer on top of it. I was also using a really old brush from like a watercolor set I got many years ago. So honestly, I think I could have done with a better brush. This one was terrible. I was finding this really challenging. It's really hard using paint. I actually really want to try use paint more. I think I'm going to make a learning to paint in a week video or something like that, or start a series like that. Again, I tried the purple, and then I actually had to use some markers on top using acrylic markers, so I guess I'm kind of cheating again, but I was just desperate to try and pull this thing together and salvage it because I thought it was looking pretty terrible when I was painting it. There we have the finished gouache painting attempt. Not great, but honestly, I don't think it's the worst for a first try. I think there's definitely room to improve. Alright, so for the 7th and final Deadpool of this video, I wanted to try to do a Sharpie Only one. Obviously, after I used a pencil to sketch it out again, as usual. You guys know how it goes by now. But yeah, I wanted to do a Sharpie Only one. I love making these black and white ones. They're so simple, but I think they come out really cool actually. They're very bold, almost like a tattoo design or something like that. I have a lot of fun making these ones. Like when I drew Spawn in 7 different styles, I really liked the Sharpie Only one I did there. Even got a whole nother camera angle going on here. Check this out. Sharpies are cheap, affordable, but they really are a great art supply. So there we have Sharpie Only Deadpool. I think it turned out pretty sick. Comment down below, let me know which one was your favorite. Also, we're almost at 10k subscribers, which is crazy, so let me know if you guys want me to do a special video for that. Anyway, thanks for watching.